Hey guys, I'm back from vacation. Tanned as hell, as you can see. My skin complexion is even browner than normal, which is hard to believe for a Paki, eh? Anyhow, I had a great time. Vacation was fantastic, well deserved. We were in the Dominican, we were in Puerto Plata. I'll insert some pictures in along, the introduction of this here. But yeah, we had a great time. I'm really dark and skin complexion is, I got a tan, believe it or not. So things worked out well there. Had a good time and I'm back. I missed you guys and I'm sure you guys missed me. And so today we are working on my first day back, guys. I just got back like last night, late, and I'm already back at the shop here. So today we are working on that Ford Fusion that Damien's about to go grab right there. Could be installing some speakers on that, a sub and an amp, and I think we got a deck install and a Scion, and I think that's pretty much about it for the day. Well, no, I think there's some other stuff going on, but I'm really tired, and I don't know. I might go home early today. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess Craig has brought this thing to our shop. It's kind of neat. It's an Romeo 156. Pretty neat. The wheels on that, the stance, boys, the stance. Yeah, boys, that's nice. I haven't seen Craig. I was messaging him throughout the vacation through Facebook. He didn't tell me that he was bringing this thing, but that's okay. The good old clover leaf there, Alfa Romeo thing, I suppose you could say. Oh, I gotta let Damien in here, but quick little view of the interior on that. Let's go let Damien in. Let's see. Excusez-moi. Alrighty. Yeah, I think we're doing speakers, sub and amp in this thing. He's already got all the equipment, I think, by the looks of it. Let's go see what we're installing in this thing. Let's go have a look-see. Oh, he's already got an aftermarket head unit in there. Some speaker wire. I guess he bought all this stuff when we were in Ingersoll years and years ago. But there's his amp, got an MVR 500, M500, some 5x7 Alpine speakers there going into here. So I guess we'll be installing those all the way around. I think the speakers in the rear doors of these things, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. That's handy as hell. And oh yeah, he bought all this stuff when we were in Ingersoll. Long-time customer, guys. You know, you keep them, you make them happy, you install stuff, you get new cars, and keep coming back to you. That's what happens when you do good work, I guess. Anyhow, I will get back at you guys in a little while, and look forward to more current and updated, daily uploads and that kind of thing. And yeah, see you in a bit. When you sell somebody something years and years ago, I mean, this stuff is really nice stuff. It's cranking cable, 8-gauge copper cable. Sold him this stuff, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still just as good as it was the day that we sold it to him. We can reuse all this. He removed it out of his old car for us. Even these old T-Spec RCAs are pretty decent. And he needs a ground cable, but other than that, I can reuse this, which is fantastic. You know, you install it right the first time, and you can keep reusing the old stuff that you had from years and years ago. So that's what we're going to do. Batteries on the driver's side. It's an automatic, so we should be able to get a hole through a grommet there, factory grommet, to run our power cable through. We may have to remove that battery though, but we'll see what happens there. And I'm going to start working on door speakers. I'm just going to determine which tools I need to do that with. And it looks like I'm going to need a little pick tool for here. This should pop up here. And it looks like it should all... There's a couple of little clips under here somewhere there. Yeah, right there. And there's another screw over here. And that should allow us to get this door panel off. So that's what I'm going to work on next and get these bad boys installed. Okay, so we got the Scion TC in now that I was talking about earlier in my earlier clip there. Damien's working on getting this head unit out of the dash so we can start wiring up the RCAs behind there. I think he's already got the power cable ran. You know, when you're a professional, shit happens quick around here. Yeah, he's already got the power cable ran there. It's running through a factory grommet there. He's got his RCAs nicely wrapped up and some Tessa tape. Very nice. Back seat's already out. Things are happening here today, boys. Things are happening today. So I'm going to dig head deep into this thing and take apart the dash of this Scion. So this little clip here, this unclips here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Remove some of his belongings so we don't damage them. There we go. This unclips from here. Little clippy. We'll undo his shift knob like so. This comes out, one-hander, boom, move that to the side. Next, there's I don't even think there's that. Yeah, I just got unclip here, unclip up here. Woo. One-handed dash kit removal, boys. One-handed. Don't ask me why that's red. This can get removed like so. And there's a bunch of clips underneath here that I'm gonna have to remove, so I'll get back at you once I've done that. Alright, so that's done. It was basically just that harness there that needed to come off. And now it looks like there's a couple of Phillies here and a couple of 10 millis up here. So I'll get those off. A couple Philly. Got my Philly on the drilly. There we go. Get my 10 mil up in there. Make sure we don't lose these bad boys. Toyota screws, if you're an installer, they always seem to get lost behind the dash if you're not careful. So you got to make sure that they're all the way out. Stick your finger in there and make sure you actually get the fucking thing, because otherwise you're going to lose it behind the dash. Boom. One. And then two. And of course, I've already made sure there's no CDs in his factory CD player. Just kind of one of those things I like to make sure I do. That way they're not asking me after I've already installed the radio to remove their CDs. And this sucker should pop right out, which it does. So there's two plugs we're going to be using. This one here and this one here, which are right here. And this third one here, these two right here, sorry. And this third one here is for your steering wheel controls here, as well as a factory auxiliary plug that's somewhere in the center console. I don't know where, but we're not going to be retaining that. So we're using these two plugs. You got a factory antenna here. So I'm going to wire up this deck over there and get back at you. All right, fast forward. We got a busy day here. I've already wired up our harness. It's ready to go. This is for the emergency brake. Obviously, we wire it up in a way where they can watch movies and shit while they're driving down the road if they want to. We take no responsibility for that whatsoever. They sign off on it, so don't let me hear a bunch of comments about how weird and stupid that is, because they're signing off on it. So I am going to slam that into that and get back at you. I actually have to mount the Bluetooth mic first, which is right here. Boom, I'll do that, and then I'll get back at you and put it all back together. All right, so we have got the head unit installed here, and obviously it looks beautiful inside the dash there, so we're gonna set the time. Hey, Dame, you got the time on you, buddy? Yeah, it's 11:53. 11:53, so we're gonna click on the time here. Turn that volume down. We're gonna go 11 a.m. Boom, 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 boom. 11:53. Boom. We're gonna turn synchronize off. Synchronize is, I don't know, it uses the radio signal in order to obtain the time, which I think is stupid because it's never correct. So we're also gonna set this clock here at the bottom, and this just basically avoids us having to explain to the customer how to set the time, even though it's really, really, really easy. And then I will go over the system with the customer as well before he leaves. But we're just going to set this time here. Boom, 11:53, and that's done. Time is set up there. We turn the lights on, and the dash lights are orange, so we are going to match the lights that are here and on the back of the screen to use or customize. We're gonna go orange for the background, and then panel color, we're gonna turn that to orange. And you know, now it kind of matches the rest of the lights that are on the dash existing, which is nice. We'll go back home and it's all set. So the next thing for me to do is to go over with the customer how to hook up his Bluetooth, show him how to use it. His USB's down here nicely so he can get a hold of that. Bluetooth microphone's up here. A lot of guys will put the microphone on top of the steering column, which is probably the easiest thing to do, but I like to make it look nice, and I think this looks more factory having it up here along the headliner. So let's check out what Damien's doing here. Oh, you're putting the back seat back in. Man, things are happening fast today, boys. He's got his sub and his amp already installed. Looking nice. I think the next thing to do is speakers, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get on to the speakers. I'm gonna hook up with this customer and tell him to come on out, and we'll hook up his Bluetooth, and I'll get back at you in a little bit. All right, so we got the door part here, and on some Fords, they integrate the tweeter bass blocker, more or less, capacitors on the actual speaker. So it runs from here, comes along, goes through, and then goes to the tweeter, which is up in here, right? And don't ask me why they do that, but they do it that way. So it makes our job a little bit more difficult in order to install speakers in these things. But so we're going to disassemble this. We have to then take these and solder our wires to that and modify the front in order to get the tweeters to retain to work. And I guess we'll show you that when the process happens. Okay, so what we got to do here is we've already undrilled or drilled out the little rivet that's there holding this thing onto the speaker, and then this plug will get plugged into the tweeter side, and then these two wires will get ran into the same basically wires that go into the speaker. So we have that off. We're just going to put a piece of heat shrink over top of that to protect it, and I'll show you what it looks like once it goes back in the door. All right, so we got this little crossover thing heat shrunk there, and it's really just to protect that little circuit board. So now we're going to wire these in line with the factory plug, which is right here, as you can see, and you know, making sure our polarity is correct, which we've already done, and we'll get that in there and get the speaker in place, and we'll show you afterwards. All right, so we got this thing on there like that. See, and now we're just going to solder up our connections, and we will install the speaker. Okay, speaker's going in the hole. As you can see there, using the factory bolts, factory location. All the wiring is beautiful and nice, just like it should be. Very nice. Eplosa, very nice, very nice. It's my Dominican voice from the Dominican. They say all sorts of funny shit out there, like "Ciao, ciao, Mickey Mouse," and you know, "Applausa," which means applause. I don't know. They want to clap at us a bunch because we're a bunch of stupid Canadians, and they probably hate, like, you know, looking after us and shit. And anyways, great time there though. Anyhow, so I showed you how to do that, and that's pretty much going to be the same process for the two front doors, just because the front doors have the tweeters in them and the rear ones don't, so the rear ones are going to be a little bit easier. And then once that is done, I am going to give you a little demo using music that won't get me copyright infringement again. That's awesome. And yeah, this Corvette is going to be gone any day now, and we are going to get that thing out of here. And then this is something else I guess Craig is going to be working on. It's a pretty awesome car, man. Like, I got to tell you, it's just a little four-cylinder, non-turbo, but like totally awesome car. Like totally awesome. I love this thing. It's so nice. So nice. It's already got a Kenwood head unit in there. I'm not sure if that's a Japanese one or not. He imported this thing from Japan, so I don't know. Got a shift knob on there. Interior is beautiful. It's got a Sparco steering wheel. It's a loud horn. Shit. Scared the shit out of myself a little bit there. It's got this weird, like, I don't know, like carbon fiber wrap on it. I'm gonna try to see what it looks like underneath it there, I hope. And then, you know, a little bit of paint fade and stuff. You know, Scotty Shine Shop, he could probably make that thing look like $1 million, but we'll see what Craig says. Anyhow. Yeah, had to come back to this, guys. Snowing. Totally sucks. Totally sucks. Anyways, I'll get back at you when we give you a demo, and we'll see what else we can show you throughout the day, guys. And just because I told you I'd show you, here I am showing you the back door panel is off, and the rear speakers are just real simple. Just you plug it into the wires that are already pre-existing there. So you get the idea, guys. So we got the car done, and it's been too busy of a day to get you a demo on that, but I did get the lights in for Chris's truck. So I think that thing's gonna come here pretty soon, and we can get working on that. So this is what we got here. It's a little LED light, 15 watt, and this thing here is gonna be his license plate lights. You got 2 of those going on either side. Usually made by a company named Heiss. It's a really, really high quality LED. Super awesome, really bright. We'll have to maybe modify the front of this, so you know, maybe only one of the LEDs kind of pokes through. Maybe put some black vinyl on it or something. Or Chris can make some kind of cup that kind of cups it, because it's going to get mounted like that, you know, on the actual bumper itself. And then we got these here, which is going to be the tailgate light. This thing's awesome, like super high quality. Probably one of the nicer tailgate lights that I've seen. I'm gonna stick one of these bad boys on my truck too, actually, now that I got this thing here. But you know, it's completely sealed. There's no way that water can infiltrate that, and he'll get that thing probably mounted up on his truck in one of the videos coming up soon. So we're gonna call that a video for the day, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking by and waiting for me to get back from my vacation. I know it was tough, and I appreciate that I didn't lose any subscribers. I actually got some more, so that's pretty awesome. So if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Make sure you like the shit out of this video. Make sure you hit that little bell thing so you get notifications. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great day. Carphonics out.